So today the topic of our discussion is Introduction to Transducer. First of all, when the students read this topic, they generally have the confusion between the sensor and the transducer. So first we will going to discuss the definition of the sensor and the transducer. Sensor is a device which responds to the physical stimulus, and transducer is the device which basically converts one form of energy to the another form. Transducer is divided into two parts. One part is sensing element, detector or a sensor, and the other part is transduction element. Now sensing element is basically sensing any physical quantity. Transduction element is majorly used for converting the non-electrical quantity to the electrical quantity. So broadly we can say, in electrical instrumentation, the transducer is a device which can convert non-electrical quantity to the electrical quantity. So now we can move to the conclusion for the sensor and the transducer, that all the transducers are the sensors, but all the sensors are not the transducer, because they are not necessarily converting any non-electrical quantity to electrical quantity. Now further we can go to the classification of the transducer. In the classification of the transducer, the first classification is based on principle of operation. Principle of operation, whether the sensor is resistive, inductive or the capacitive. If it is resistive, then we can have the example of the resistive transducer as the strain gauge. In the strain gauge, when the external force is applied, the resistance of the wire is basically changing. So with the change in the resistance, there will be the change in the voltage. Now in the inductive transducer, we can have the example of LVDT. LVDT, inductive transducer, is basically the one in which the self-inductance or the mutual inductance of the coil is changing when it is excited by the AC supply. Capacitive transducer is the one in which the capacitance is basically changes by the distance between the plates of the movable plate is basically changed when the external force has been applied. Second classification is active and passive type of transducer. As the name shows, active transducers are the one which are self-generating, and passive transducers are the one which require auxiliary power supply or the external source of supply. So active transducer is the self-generating, so we can have the example of thermocouple in that. As we all know, thermocouple works on the principle of Seebeck effect. So when two dissimilar metals are joined together and when it is heated with the help of the heater, then it will be named as the hot junction, and the rest of the 2 points are kept at the normal temperature. When it is kept at the normal temperature, now the heat flows from the hotter side to the colder side. So when we connect the voltmeter across the open ends, we can see the EMF is generated, a very small EMF is generated, which is in 5 to 10 millivolts. So thermocouple is the example of the self-generating type of transducer. Whereas passive transducer is the one where we require the external supply. So I kept the example of LVDT. We can have the strain gauge also, but LVDT I am going to discuss in the next classification, so it will be more clear. Third type of classification is primary and secondary type of transducer. Primary and secondary type of transducer, that means primary transducer is the one which is taking up the physical quantity as the measurand and converting it into the mechanical quantity. So here we are taking the example of Bourdon tube, whereas we have many mechanical devices which are used as the sensors. So we have diaphragm, we have bellows. So here I have taken the example of Bourdon tube. Now secondary transducer is what? Secondary transducer is the one which is taking up the non-electrical quantity and converting it into electrical quantity. Now primary transducer is the Bourdon tube here, Bourdon tube has the fixed end and the free end. Now Bourdon tube is the mechanical device which is sensing the pressure and converting it into the displacement. That displacement can be taken up with the help of the cord and the pulleys which is connected to the soft iron core. Now this is the LVDT. This is the circuit diagram of the LVDT. LVDT full form is linear variable differential transformer or the transducer. Now linear variable differential transformer, it's the working principle is the same as the transformer, but the two differences are here. One is the soft iron core is movable here, and secondly the secondary winding has been split into two parts of the equal number of turns, S1 and S2. So what is happening here, as the displacement sensed by the Bourdon tube is basically connected with the help of the pulleys and the cord, which will make the movement of the soft iron core either in upward direction or in the downward direction. As it is moving more towards the downward direction, then the flux linkage of the primary with the secondary is more towards the S2 side. If the soft iron core is towards upward direction, in that case the flux linkage is more towards the S1 side. So the voltage induced in S1 is ES1, voltage induced in S2 is ES2. So now what is the output here? As you can see, the secondary connection are the series phase opposition connection. As series phase opposition connection, so the output voltage will be the differential output. So output voltage is ES1 minus ES2. ES1 minus ES2. So ES1 is the voltage induced in the secondary side, S1. ES2 is the voltage induced in the secondary side, S2. Now, what is happening when the AC supply is given, the primary winding is excited. In that case, as the displacement of the soft iron core shows in the more towards the downward side, in that case, the flux linkage towards S2 is more and flux linkage towards S1 is less. So in that case, the differential output is ES2 minus ES1. So here we can have the negative output here. This negative output shows the series phase opposition. The voltage is going out of phase. Whereas in ES1 minus ES2, the voltage is in phase. Right? So this is the basic principle of the LVDT. So as LVDT is using the source of supply, it's using AC supply to excite the primary coil. So it can come in the example of the passive type of transducer because it requires external source. That's why I mentioned LVDT. So LVDT is using the external power supply, so it is known as the passive type of transducer. So now in this diagram we can see as the output voltage is directly proportional to the displacement of soft iron core, and soft iron core displacement is directly proportional to the pressure. So in this way, this is working as the primary transducer and this is working as the secondary transducer, where the secondary transducer is giving you the electrical output as the differential output of the voltage, whereas the primary transducer is giving you just the mechanical output as the displacement. Now fourth type of classification is analog and digital type of transducer. Analog transducer is the LVDT, again because it is giving you the voltage output, so it is the analog type, and digital transducer is which is giving you the output in digital form, 0 or 1 form, so that is the optical encoder. And we can also have the example of the digital type of transducer is a digital tachometer, which obviously using the optical encoder as the major component for sensing. Now fifth type of classification is transducer and inverse transducer. Now there is, as we know, the transducer is the one which converts any non-electrical quantity to electrical, and inverse transducer is the one which converts electrical quantity to the non-electrical quantity. So in this category, we have the best example as the piezoelectric crystal. Piezoelectric crystal falls in the category of the transducer as well as inverse transducer, because piezoelectric crystal has the property that what is happening here, when we connect the when we apply the force on the piezoelectric crystal and we can connect the voltmeter across the edges, we can see the change in voltage. Similarly, for the inverse transducer, what is happening? If we connect the voltage source across the edges of the crystal, we can see there is the change in the dimension of the crystal. So that's why the piezoelectric crystal falls in the category of transducer as well as inverse transducer. Other type of example comes in the transducer. Inverse transducer is transducer. We can have the generator which converts the mechanical input to the electrical output, and inverse transducer category we have the motor which takes the electrical input and converts it into mechanical output. So we can have those example also, generator and motor, in the transducer and inverse transducer category. But piezoelectric crystal is the only crystal which act as the transducer as well as inverse transducer. Now further we can have the selection of the transducer, which is majorly important for any application. We have the numerous sensors, we have the numerous transducers, so out of which how we can select which is the better for our application. So first of all we have to see the principle of operation. Principle of operation or the application on which we require, whether it is resistive, inductive or the capacitive type. So first of all we have to choose that. Then we can see the availability of that sensor or the transducer in the market, source of location, availability, whether it is portable or not. Third category comes in the cost. Cost of course is the very important criteria. Fourth is performance figure. Performance figure, you can have the example of the performance figure is the characteristic of the transducer or the characteristic of the particular sensor which you want to purchase. So performance figures calculates basically the response time, the recovery time of the transducer, sensitivity of the transducer, whether it is sensitive or not. Thirdly, the input operating range of the transducer and hysteresis effect. All those parameters comes in the performance figure. On the basis of that we can choose the sensor or the transducer which is the best suitable for our application.